New Sporting's HH type training glove. HH of course means horsehair. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit to Box channel I bring you all things boxing equipment. Today I've got another pair of gloves from New Sporting, and these are their HH edition. Of course, I did do the last review that I did of a pair of New Sporting gloves was their 2B model, and that model was crowned the Fit to Box Mexican Glove Champion. That is the best gloves made in Mexico, in my opinion. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to score these. These are a different type that New Sporting do, and see whether or not they can get close or even better than those Model 2Bs. So let me just put here and show you. And these are a great leather glove, and I have to say they really do smell nice as well as look nice in that plum, gold and white with the New Sporting logo on there. These are 178 English pounds, that's 230 US dollars, and there is free shipping on those. So let's have a closer look at these gloves. So these, the New Sporting training glove HH, and I'll come on to that padding. You've got the New Sporting logo at the rear. Up until a little while ago, New Sporting didn't have a logo at the rear, but I really do like what they've got there with that circular New Sporting on there, and obviously the Mexican colours on the back there, which I think is very important for gloves made in Mexico. And then as you come down, you can see they've got this plum colour on that beautiful Mexican leather. And then as we come down, you've got like a 2-tier wrist with sort of 2/3 and then a 1/3. Very similar to what Winning do, only this is more bulbous in terms of the padding. And at the bottom there, you've got your label, which is 16 ounce on the label. So let's just bring it round so you can show the front. And there you can see there is the face of the glove. And let's come on to that knuckle. So as I bring it round, you can see in there is a horsehair, latex and polyurethane foam. So 3 layers, and the horsehair is internally sewn into a fixed position. So the horsehair in this glove cannot be moved to different other areas of the glove like you can on some fight gloves. So therefore I am more comfortable with that training glove having horsehair inside. Then I'll bring it round, the 3 stripes, the triple thumb, Grant inspired. You've also got the gold leather attachment in the correct position. On the inside you have got 6 air holes, and then air holes going back. Obviously you can't see the 2 that are right at the rear, but they are there. And then let's just bring obviously the wrist. You've got that padding there, so that's really soft but thick padding on the rear, and on the front again thick but still soft padding there as well. You can see you've got obviously that beading there in the plum colour, and then the face of the glove you have got a soft grip bar, but you will also see that there is no air holes above or below that grip bar. And then as you come down, you can see you've obviously got the laces. The laces are long enough to get a good wrist via those channels. And then obviously look at the stitching. Good stitching. These are well made with great materials. They're not a rough made glove. I've seen many Mexican gloves that are roughly made. These are beautifully made. I'll show you all round in the areas as well, so you can see they haven't got any welted seams. They're just normal seams on the side, but really well made. And then that lining, again, some Mexican gloves have rough lining, almost like canvas. That's a soft durable lining in there, and that adds to the comfort. First up to the scales, and you can see on there you've got 16 ounce on the label there. First to the scales, the left glove, and I'll just put the laces on there. 17.3, just changed at the end there. And then we have got this one as well, and this one is 17. So let's have a look at the comfort. Slide my hand in, and straight away these are a comfortable glove. You can tell that they've got a big thumb, not a weird thumb, and I'll come on to that, but that is definitely a big thumb. You can see the size of it if you was to compare that to, say, a winning thumb. As I've got my hand in there, I can easily open the hand. There is no discomfort on the finger pad or at the rear of those first finger knuckles and the nails. So opening up, no problem at all. The thumb, albeit big, is tucked in, and you have got a lot of great padding via that wrist at the rear and also at the front. Mexican gloves tend to have really weighty wrist areas and less weight on the knuckle area, and I really do think that they could slim that part of the glove down, would make it better for sparring. So let's try the other one. And the other one, again, exactly the same feel when it comes to the finger pads, which are flat. You can feel sort of the inner padding on those sort of fingernails, but it's not uncomfortable in any way. And there is a lot of gloves that fall foul of comfort in that area. There's also a lot of gloves that on the left glove at the front there is uncomfortable. These are not like that. These are both the same when it comes to the comfort on both, and you can open up no problem with both gloves. And I'll show you there with the thumbs in there. When it comes to sparring, I think these are a great glove for sparring. You've got good protection on the wrist, you've also got good protection on the knuckle area, and you've also got good tucked in thumbs there as well. And add that to the comfort that you've got with them. So yeah, opening the hands is great, and also getting a good fist as well. If I just hold that up, weight wise, they sort of stack up. The only reason there's a little sag is because the softness of the padding there, but if I just hold them like that, they're not really sagging down at all. So a good weighted and balanced glove as well. Bag wise, good punch surface. You've got in there that 3 layers. You've got the horsehair in there. You've also got the latex and also the polyurethane foam in there as well. And the way that it's been stitched means that the horsehair cannot be moved away from the punch surface as it can be with some fight gloves. So I don't particularly think that there's a problem with having horsehair in a training glove as long as it's done like that and it's sewed in so it can't move. It just adds to the padding, and you can then say you've got a horsehair training glove. So these gloves are going to go into the Fit to Box middleweight lace price division. That is for gloves 101 English pounds to 200 English pounds, or 121 US dollars to 250 US dollars. So you've got Mexican company on the flag on the left, and on the right you have got the fact that they're actually manufactured in Mexico as well. Style, super stylish, 96. Comfort, 96. Durability, 96. Sparring, 96. Bag, 96. And value for money at 178 English pounds, or 230 US dollars, 96. So you can see across the board on that card, 96 across all 6 areas, and that means that the total score is 96.0. That means that these are an outstanding glove from New Sporting. They also score slightly higher than the previous glove, the Model 2B that I gave the championship, the Mexican Fit to Box Championship to. So these now will become that champion. I do prefer slightly these gloves to the Model 2B. So what I'll do now, I'll just put on the Fit to Box report card. Okay, so you've got that eye-catching style, great colourway, comfortable as well in both hands. You can open the hands up, no problem at all, to catch those shots in sparring. You've got the Grant-inspired triple thumb. It is a large thumb, as you can see. You've got a soft, durable lining. You've got that heavily padded wrist. Both gloves slightly heavy to the 16-ounce label. I would love to see New Sporting with a unique thumb and a unique wrist area, okay? Obviously that's Grant inspired, so I would love for this company to come up with their own designs, and I think that would further enhance the style score and also give me an opportunity to reward them more in style. And then the last thing I will say, obviously New Sporting a few years ago, their reputation for their customer service was at a very low point. All I can say is they have made a dramatic recovery, and I am now very happy to endorse this company when it comes to not only what they do, but the customer service that they're offering. Of course, I need them to keep that high, and I would hate for them to take a backward step to be where they was a few years ago. Of course, I do deal with Edgar, the boxing collector, as well, and he does New Sporting as well. So if you did want that extra layer of protection, then Edgar, the boxing collector, also does sell New Sporting. In the links below, I will put New Sporting's website as well as Edgar's. So these gloves, 4 Fit to Box stars, that is outstanding. 96.0, the Fit to Box Mexican champion. They are the highest rated Mexican gloves that I have ever scored. They are slightly off 5 stars. Okay, so when it comes to the Mexican gloves, I always go through the 3 Mexican flaws. First one is comfort. You've got a tick in the box for that. These are comfortable. Many Mexican gloves are uncomfortable. Thumbs, the thumbs, albeit a little large, they are very comfortable and not weird, as in some Mexican gloves do stick out with their thumbs. The only thing with these is the weight is slightly heavy. Again, I've covered this before. It's almost like when I get the gloves, I weigh them, I use them in the test, and by the end of the test, they weigh slightly more. So I don't know if that's the latex absorbing the sweat or what happens, but the gloves seem to put a little bit of weight on. So I just want to say I love these gloves, 4 Fit to Box stars. Which brand from Mexico is going to be the first brand to get 5 Fit to Box stars? I think that they are creeping closer and closer and closer to the elusive 5 Fit to Box stars, which no Mexican glove has up to this point. But I'll tell you what, this is the closest that a Mexican brand has got so far, and I think it's only a matter of time before I can announce the first Mexican 5-star Fit to Box glove. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.